it's Liz Yuille from Old Staples Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Today I am going to be using the Silhouette Scenes bundle. This is first shown on page 11 in the new annual catalogue. Now do remember, if you haven't got a copy and you don't already have a demonstrator who you would normally get one from, do just hop over to my website and you will be able to find a request form on the catalogues page, and there's a link to the post for this video just below in the description bar, so it's very easy to find. So as I say, this is the bundle that I'm going to be using, and it tells me that it's on page 133, and indeed here we are on page 133, and it's part of the See a Silhouette suite, which is gorgeous. It's got some really lovely papers that are, I think of them as papers that are for people who like brusho but don't like the brusho mess, because brusho does tend to go everywhere. And we've now got sprinkles, which is the same sort of product, and they do kind of run away with you. So this paper is perfect for those sorts of people. Not that I'm actually using the paper, but look at these papers, aren't they gorgeous? So this is the stamp set, and I've written that it's part of a bundle because it's part of a bundle, and indeed I am going to use one of the dies as well. Now do remember, if you see a suite where you like everything that's in the suite, there is a code at the top, and if you put that code into your shopping cart, or indeed if you are looking to join my team, just pop that code in your list of products, and you will get all of these items, including you will get the 10% off for the bundle. So don't worry that these items are listed separately. You will still get the 10% off for the bundle. So let me show you the card that I am going to make with you today. I'm going to make a slightly different version, but this is the card. It is very, very minimalist. I go from one extreme to the other on whether I like to throw everything at a card or whether I like the minimalist look, and I seem to be pinning quite a lot of minimalist ideas at the moment, so I thought I'd give it a go. So we are using from the die set, let me bring in the whole bundle. So this is my stamp set. I've got the one stamp we need out, and also the one die, which is this dandelion. So that's the die we're using, and we're using one of the sentiments, which is the Keep Dreaming, because I think of dandelions as being that whole Make-A-Wish. And then the other dies that I'm using are the layering squares, and I'm using, now I count from the smallest out, so I'm using number 5 and number 6 of the dies, and they just form a tiny frame if you layer them up. You do have to die cut them separately, but you can then just layer them up. And that is what I've done here. So I've cut 3 of the frames and 3 of the dandelions and just layered them up with liquid adhesive. So let me show you. I'm making it a slightly different version because I'm going for all white, apart from the sentiment. So I've already die cut and stuck together 2 of each piece, and I'm going to show you how I would stick the final piece together. Obviously you stick all of them together in exactly the same way, so I thought rather than watch me stick loads together, you could just watch me stick one of each, which is probably all you need. And it gives me just enough time to remind you that we have got the joining offer, which is the extra offer. This runs for all of July and August, and it means that, so this is my final piece of frame, it means that for £99, or if you're on mainland Europe then €129, you get, instead of your usual, in the UK it's £130, forgive me, I can't remember what the euro value is, but instead of the usual amount, you get £155 of product instead of 130, so you get an extra 25, and in euros you get 207, and that's an extra 32 euros. So lots of extra, but that's not all. Right, so these are the two that I've stuck together. I'm just going to pop this one on top. You also, so if you were to join in July, in the first week of, roughly the first week of August, you would get an email with a voucher code that is worth 12 euros or £8. So that means that it more than pays for postage on your first order as a demonstrator. And of course, remember, you get a discount off your order if you are a demonstrator. We start the discount at 20%. That's before tax, so you have to take the tax off and put it back on again. And then that goes up to 25 if you've made a certain number of sales or bought stuff for yourself, because your own purchases count. So yes, but you also benefit from the other offer that is on at the moment. So I'm just lining this up, which is the bonus days. So if you buy in July, for every £45 you spend in any one order, you get a coupon for £4.50 off a purchase in August. I just want to make sure I haven't got anything where it shouldn't be, and I don't think I have, apart from I now have a sticky point to my take your pick tool. Whoops, and a cloth. So let's just pop that back in, twist it. So yes, so now is a great time to either join or buy, because as I say, buying in July gives you money off in August. Joining in July gives you money off not only when you join, but also in August, and then right the way through until the very latest would be the end of, sorry, I say the very latest, the earliest date where you would stop getting a discount would be the 1st of February. And that would only be if you hadn't purchased enough by the 1st of February. But otherwise, you get 20% off and all your purchases as a demonstrator until at least the 1st of February, if you were to join my team this month. Right, so this is just a piece of thick Whisper White cardstock. I've scored it in half and cut it the long way. So we're just going to fold that, and with my bone folder, just crease that. And I'm going to stamp the Keep Dreaming at the bottom right hand corner. All of the details of the offers that are on at the moment are over on my website and on my blog, so just pop over to there and you'll see everything you need to see. Right, so that's all the stamping we're going to do. Now we just need to decide how big that's going to be. So let me grab my snips, because I just need to cut that to the length we want it. There we go. That's rubbish. And then stick these two pieces down, and then we're pretty much done. I love layering up die cuts. It gives them that little bit of dimension. Such an easy way of doing it. Now, if you've got the self-adhesive mats that we used to have, the sheets, if you've still got some of those, then obviously you can use those. And of course you can use the stamping sponge and silicone mat, which I showed you earlier in the week in my Top Tip Tuesday. That works really well for this, but as they're straight lines and stuff, it's fairly easy just to add a bit of glue. You don't need glue everywhere, you just need a little bit in the sort of strategic places. This is a good glue, so you don't need gallons of it. And then just pop that in the middle, hold that down so that we know that's adhered. And then, as I say, I have pearls on my original, so I'm going to continue with pearls. And I may not use quite the same number, but I'm going to use these little baby ones. So I'll have one there, one here, and then one right up there. So just 3 for this one, just so you can see the difference. So there we are, that is today's project. Now, how quick was that? We're on 10 minutes, and most of that was me waffling. So I hope you've enjoyed that. So I think these are really elegant. I love that minimalist look, and you can see that it's, you know, it does show up. So really, really easy way to get some really stunning results. Thank you very much indeed for joining me again today. Do remember, if you need any of these products and you're in the UK, you can hop over to my online store, which is linked below, as are all the products I've used. And if you are in either the UK, France, Germany, Austria or the Netherlands, you can join my team. We are already into Europe, so the sunflowers are spreading. So that would be fantastic. We have Facebook Live team meetings, and we try to meet at Stampin' Up events as well. In fact, we would have had when you see this, we would have had a meeting earlier this week looking at what's coming out in the Christmas catalogue. So yes, all exciting stuff, because we get to see some of the Christmas catalogue. So if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't already subscribe and you would like to see more, please click the button in the bottom right hand corner and you will get to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want my newsletter and you're not a demonstrator, it's a paid service, so I do ask that other demonstrators from other teams don't sign up to my newsletter. But if you like my newsletter, that's linked over on my website, which, as I say, is linked below, and obviously my online store. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!